Well, YouTube, right here, the Malik Aaron, and today's review, we're going back to this series. See, I reviewed The Final Destination, but it turns out it wasn't The Final Destination. No, they made another one because money. And it is Final Destination 5, or as I like to call it, Final Destination 0. And I'll explain why I like to refer to it as that. So, The Final Destination was not well received by anybody. And so, expectations were pretty low for 5 because everyone thought it was just a cash grab. It turns out it actually was probably one of, if not the best in the series. But let's talk about the story. So you got this dude named Sam and his girlfriend named Molly. They're going on a bus along with all their friends, like Peter and Nathan. Peter, Nathan, Olivia, Isaac. A whole bunch of characters that will die, obviously. And so Death decided that day, he was just like, I'm bored. I'm just going to kill all these people on the bridge. And then the bridge collapses. And everyone dies in horrifying ways. Candace dies first. And she falls and she gets impaled onto a ship. On top of a ship. I'm just like, wow. We're off to a great start with this opening. And then like some other people, like Olivia, who's like the blind one. Like she falls into the water, you think, oh, she's okay. Then a car just head like hood first goes right into her head. I'm like, she's dead. And then like Isaac, who was on the bus, he falls to his death while on the bus. What else happened? Nathan just get hit by one of the little cords. Dennis, their boss, he dies in one of the most brutal ways I've ever seen in this series. A bunch of hot tar comes on him, and you just cringe. Because you can't imagine that type of pain. And then, it's down to like Sam, Peter, and Molly. Turns out Molly, she survived. She's the first person in this series to survive a premonition. She survives the opening. I'm just like, good job. So Peter dies pretty horribly. Like a bunch of like rods from a truck fell right onto him, impaling him. Then he goes down, and then Sam, he's trying to climb up again, and then he gets sliced in half. And then he wakes up. He's just like, we're all gonna die. We need to get off this bus. And then all the main characters get off the bus. Then the bridge collapses, and just like, woo, that was close. And then guess what? Like one of the guys from the first movie, he came back. And he was just like, well, death is going to come to all of you. You're all going to die. And then they all die. And some pretty cool looking death scenes. Like, they really play off the suspense a lot better than the last movie. So, like, Candace, she's doing a little gymnastics. Then, like, you see a chain of events, and then there's like several fake outs. You think this is going to cause death, but it doesn't. Or this is going to cause death, but it doesn't. But it turns out to be something completely different. It was like a bunch of powder went into her face while she was doing a trick. She let go, and she broke her spine. It is gory. I'd rather not describe it anymore, because it's pretty brutal. Then Olivia also dies a pretty brutal way. She's getting laser eye surgery, to help out with her vision. And she does that, but then something goes horribly wrong with the machine, and then the laser goes right into her eye, and you just cringe, because I'm just like, I'm glad that's not me. And then she kind of dies in Underwoman fashion. She just falls off a building window, and then she just crashes, and her eye pops out, literally. And I'm just like, that's fine. And then Isaac, the fat one, he wants to go get a massage. I think it might be acupuncture. Yeah, it's acupuncture. He gets all these needles on his body. And, like, everything goes bad. Table under him, breaks, he falls, and you would think that would be the end of him, but it is not. Instead, a little statue, it looks like a Buddha statue, I believe. Yeah, it fell right on his head in gory fashion. I think you've noticed the theme here. Most of these, the deaths I described, they die in the way you don't think they will die in. Like, it does like a little fake out, and then it goes to the real death, which I kind of like. At least a lot of unpredictability in the story. So, and the next death, Dennis, their boss, he dies in pretty quick fashion. There's like a wrench goes to a machine. That wrench just flies him right in the eyes, and he's dead. So everyone's just like, alright, I think I figured it out. There's a pattern in each of them dying. It's how we die in real life. So, they either come up with the conclusion that they either have to kill themselves or kill someone else to prevent them from being in, to break the chain. And Nathan, he has to go flying off when his employees Roy. Roy's bad attitude. They fight, and then they're fighting over a pretty unstable area. Then Roy falls. He gets impaled through the throat. It's nasty. Ray goes through the throat, through his head. It's nasty. And Nathan realizes, oh yay, I'm saved. So you don't have to worry about him anymore. At least that's what you think. So Peter, since his girlfriend Candace died, he goes in full mental breakdown mode and wants to kill everybody. And he almost does, because all the FBI agents, he's about to do it. And then Sam, they have like a whole fight. Sam stabs him with one of his things from his cooking job. I don't know what that is. I guess that's for like chicken, stuff you put chicken on while it's roasting, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Kills Peter. They think they're okay. Then they go on a plane to Paris. And you see on that ticket, it says 2000, and I'm just like, wait, is this a prequel? A secret prequel? And then you see everyone else, like the characters from the original movie, like inserted into the scene, getting thrown out of the plane. I'm just like, this is a prequel. This is amazing. I didn't know this. And then they said, well, the kid has some type of vision, and Sam realizes, oh, crud, we're screwed. And they all die in the plane crash that happened, in the first movie. It came out in 2000. And, Sam tries holding Molly while the plane's falling apart. She flies out of there, and she just gets sliced in half by the wing of a plane. And then, the plane explodes, and then Sam just burns into the plane. Then the flaming plane goes down, explodes again. One of the things, I believe it is landing gear, falls. And then Nathan believes, he's safe. And a guy comes to him and tells, Roy had some, a large blood vessel in his brain. So he could have been dead any day now. And then Nathan realized, oh no, I didn't escape death. And then the landing gear just falls right into the bar they were in, just bam. And then after that, there's a nice montage of all the movies, which is pretty nice. And all in its 3D glory, back when 3D was a thing. So that's Final Destination 5. I just spilled out the whole plot. So what do I think of it? It's a lot better than 4. But personally, I think Final Destination 3 is my favorite of the bunch. Final Destination 5 is my second favorite. Then it's 2, and then it's 1, then it's 4. Some people might think that's unfair, but that's my personal opinion. So 5, really sweet deaths. Yeah, they didn't make it so predictable. They made it a lot more or less predictable, especially with the twist that it's a prequel was really cool. Characters. Who cares about the characters? They're not important. You kind of care. They're likable enough, but you really don't care about the characters because they're not important to this series. It's all about death and his plan to kill everybody. And yeah, I mean the opening premonition is probably the second best. It's like it's a three-way tie between the bridge, um, the roller coaster, and the the highway crash when it comes to like Final Destination openings. It's between those three, personally, because those three were just, especially the Final Destination 3 one. That scene is the reason why I hate roller coasters, because anything can go wrong there. So that's Final Destination 5, or as I like to say, 0. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Really solid movie. Yeah, I mean, if you like Final Destination, you'll really like this. If I don't know, if you're into this type of stuff, you'll like it. Personally, I do. Why do you think I got the whole collection right here? So yeah, that's Final Destination 5, 7 out of 10. Highly recommend it to those who like this type of horror, or not like supernatural horror, like interesting horror or original horror. Anywho, match. It's going to be match that happened in real life. It's going to be Booker T against Rey Mysterio. This match happened in real life when Rey Mysterio was basically like doing it all for Eddie, and it was just so bad. It's stuff I don't want to talk about because it was just so horrible when they exploited the death of Eddie Guerrero. It was one of the worst things WWE ever did. Nobody wants to go back to that time period. And Booker was in his King of the Ring gimmick, had this fake English accent, doing all this hilarious stuff, and then he won the title. And I'm just like, good job. So that's a little backstory of what happened in real life. So now we're going to get to the match right here, right now. So let's do this. Alright, you two ready to fight? Of course I am, sucker. I'm ready to bring it! Let's go! Yeah, man, I'm ready. Didn't like those comments about me like exploiting the death of Eddie Guerrero. Well, it wasn't you. It wasn't your fault. It was the company's fault. Because they wanted to make a buck on a dead man's legacy, and that is just horrible. So personally, I think you're a victim in this whole situation. Yeah. That was just so bad taste. Yeah, but you recovered. People still liked you, but that era was just really bad. Especially when you were the champ. They treated you like a joke. They treated you so horribly. Made you lose to everybody like Great Khali, Mark Henry, Finlay. You rarely got clean victories. It was awful. But anyway, let's begin the match. Oh, Booker with a spear. Something you don't see from him. Oh, right to Mysterio. What's Booker doing now? Oh, he did that flipping kick thing. I guess a little senton. What's Booker doing? Oh, he got his legs caught up in the ropes. What's Mysterio doing now? Oh my God. Wow, that was very interesting. Oh. Mysterio. Oh. Moonsault. But Booker caught him. Oh. What's Booker T doing? He's doing his spinner-rooney. Oh. Hit him in the leg. Never seen that before. 1, 2. Oh, Ray kicks out. Right. Oh, leg drops to the back of Booker's head. But Booker is trying to get up. He's trying to reverse it. Booker is going to opt for a power bomb. But Rey reverses it. Oh my. Oh man, that was an ugly looking botch. But still effective. What's Mysterio doing now? Oh my. What a flip. 1, 2. Oh, but Booker kicks out. Booker, oh. What's he gonna do to Rey? He's going for that bookend. Oh, bookend. Can you dig that? Sucker! Yeah! Now I'm gonna go for my spinning kick. Hoorah! Oh. Booker hit the kick. Trying to go for Rey Mysterio, but oh! Mysterio reverses it. Oh, moonsault. Completely no selling any offense. Oh. Just trying to put him in at 619, but it's a little difficult since they're all action figures. But what's Rey Mysterio doing? Rey Mysterio. Oh, 619 the Booker. Was doing that. Oh. Leg drop. But Booker T. And he got himself tangled up in the ropes. What are you doing, Booker? Well, I thought it would be smart, but it's not. Yeah, you're the same guy who thought Thanksgiving was in October. Hey, that was my bad. Oh, gee. Booker doing a handstand. This match is very bizarre. What's Rey doing? Rey looks like he's gonna fly off the top. Here I come, wee! No fucking help a sucker. Oh, he moved out the way. Oh, Mysterio falls. Oh, what's Booker doing? Trying to do the poor little Rey Mysterio. Booker, oh. Booker, oh, another kick. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Booker gets a win. It's pretty good. Can you dig that, sucker? Please stop saying that. Never's my catchphrase, sucker. Yeah, boy. What's the next review, man? Oh, next review. Well, I'm gonna have to check. It'll only take a second. Alright, Booker, I found out. It's another Final Destination movie, and ironically, it's the first Final Destination movie. Did the last, now I'm doing the first. Interesting. Well, no, I just don't like death scenes. I don't like planes. I don't like cars. Don't like races. Don't like bridges. Don't like roller coasters. This movie's making me afraid of everything. Terrible. Like this. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and we will see you next time for more. Can you dig that? We are out.